Alright, so hello and welcome to my very first normal, in air quotations, video. And today I want to make something kind of story building like. I already said in my debut that I really enjoy good storylines and character building and stuff like that. So I thought about maybe one kind of scenario I do to challenge a character's characteristics. And this can go three ways. For normal people, just humane, not very strong characters, non-fantasy or whatever you like. You can play along with this. One moment. I'm just explaining the basis of information. There is a intermediate strength level, let's say, for characters that are faster than bullets, but are not strong enough to withstand heavy weaponry. And then there's the third difficulty with overpowered characters, technically overpowered characters. And this scenario is one of many I usually do, and it goes as follows. You are home alone. You can create a character, or you can try this with a character you already know, but you're home alone. If you live with parents or something, imagine they just vanished. You have no way of knowing where they are, and this world doesn't seem to care where they are. And the character, I'm going off with the idea of an original character, and the character knows, is with you in that room. It is limited to one character only. That character is in your room or in your house, and they know that you are the author of their story. So whatever you chose with the three difficulties, the first problem occurs. How is their reaction to seeing the author of their story? What would they do to you? Are you in danger, or maybe have you made a happy character with a good backstory and something they don't want to murder you for? But since I am guilty of having characters that have really bad backstories, I would be in danger of getting murdered by my own creation. And the problem is, well, some characters would kill, some characters would torture me, and some would actually forgive me or don't get mad at me because of the opportunities that arose from that bad backstory. So next point forward, now it is important whether you chose the light difficulty, the medium difficulty, or the hard difficulty. Let's start with the light difficulty. If it goes on for too long, I'll make this a second video. So the light difficulty is for characters. They don't have to be human, but they are not stronger than or faster than bullets. So basically, if they are at gunpoint, they don't really have an option to get out. So with a normal person, they just appeared out of nowhere. For a human, that is not really that difficult. You can get them signed up by the government, and I don't know, make up a story. Maybe they fled from a different country or something like that, and you're registering them in the government of your current country. It is, however, a lot more difficult for inhuman characters. Like, I don't know, elves, demons, whatever the fuck, orcs, or any other non-human being. It is even more difficult if they don't look human. If they look human just with pointy ears, like for example elves or something, maybe medical exams would be a bit dangerous. For, I don't know if their blood is different, or they react differently to medical procedures, or maybe even medicine. But characters that don't look human already have a problem with going to the public. So what do? Let's imagine they weren't angry at you, or they forgave you and now live with you, because where else would they go? And they know you the best. So humans are easy. You can get them registered in the government, you can give them medical exams, you can get them all set up with, I don't know, even jobs or something. Everything is fair game. You just have to register them. Semi-humans, I'll call them semi-humans, look human but have fantasy elements in their blood or appearances, might be able to get registered in the government, but would have problems in medical exams. How do you fake those? Do you find a doctor that is maybe willing enough to fake something for you? Or maybe you are a doctor and you can fake those yourself. And then what? Let's go back to the complete fantasy looking people like orcs or something. You can't get them registered in the government, you can't get them medical exams, and they can't go to the public. What do you do with them? Would you have them go out after midnight or something? Or maybe you keep them at home, which I don't know if they don't like it. And there the problem begins. And then there's the stuff with, maybe they have questions. How did they get there? And maybe they want to go back to their world, what they know as their world. And after that, how do you talk to them? How do you clear some things out? You don't know either how they got there. So you can imagine the whole conversation between you two. Afterwards, you gotta make a plan with them. What do they do while they are here in your world? And maybe plans. For example, in the higher levels, people that are stronger than humans, maybe they are evil enough to overthrow governments, or they are nice enough to help humanity like a hero, or maybe vigilante. Yeah, for humans, I guess let's just limit them to a maximum of Bruce Lee. That's the maximum you're allowed to go. A Bruce Lee maximum type character. Very strong, very fast, and can fight a bar fight against 5 people and win, but he cannot survive bullets from like normal handguns. Imagine that character coming to your house and you're alone. If you were depending on your parents, now you have to find a job and have that character also be able to help you with a money problem. Or they are even worse at interacting with people, or too proud to work for someone. Or maybe you have a character that's a hacker. A hacker would be able to, solve your money problems, maybe. Depending on the level, how good they are. But you can also change the time of your character's home. Let's go back in time. What about a character that just arrived from a medieval time? You know, how do you explain the whole technological stuff, the whole scientific research and what is known to man right now? Or the danger of said handguns, because, you know, swords and shield don't work really in this day and age. Maybe in a bar fight, but not really against like thugs with guns. And if your character comes from a time that's way more advanced than ours, imagine what he can bring to you or your world, or this world. I mean, like he could be fishing up scraps from the trash can and build a computer that's better than America's supercomputer, for example. That could also be possible. And with that character, probably has more knowledge on technology than our society, might be able to figure out a way to make you too rich. Maybe. Or maybe they completely crash the communication system from the country or the world even. What would they do if they came into a world where they have either no knowledge of what is, or more knowledge than it is required? So those are situations I put my original characters in to think about what they would do in situations where they don't fit in, and what they would do if, for example, they get to know the author of the story and what they would say, how would they react, would they be angry. And if you're writing a story, knowing the emotional limits of your character is very important. Learning the breaking point of them. So this video is already long enough. So I will make this a 2-part series, maybe even a 3-part series, because I have probably a little bit more to talk about with the intermediate and hard difficulty characters. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. I stream on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously 3 times a week. Follow me on Twitter. I literally just shitpost there. Maybe. Thanks for watching. Bye.